I just have to clap for Sony because they did something amazing today. Today they showed something for everyone. Everyone can go to that event, watch it online, and just see something that they love, that they can attach themselves to and can see and just enjoy. That's kind of the beauty of that event we saw today. I'll get into the video games that they kind of showed today, the gameplay that they showed today, but I just wanted to give it up to Sony because they just really showed gamers that there's so many different types of games and so many different games that you can be interested in, and it was just amazing. So I'm just gonna get into it. I have to look at my notes because there were so many games. But one game that I remember right off the bat is Spiderman Miles Morales. The Spider-Man game came out in 2018, and I didn't expect to see anything from this game for a while, at least not until next E3 or a little bit after that. But they showed off like a beautiful little scene or something, and it was amazing. They showed off a little bit of gameplay, not too much, but just to get our feet wet, and it was amazing. They showed off Spider-Man Miles Morales. I don't know if Miles is the only character that you'll be able to play in this game, but I'm just excited no matter what. This game, Spider-Man 2018, was just amazing for me. I just love the story, and I just am excited to see that continue in the next game. The next game, oh, my notes just went away. Okay, the next game that we saw, well, this isn't the next game, but this is another game that we saw that got me really excited. Ratchet and Clank. I never played a Ratchet and Clank game, but this one's called Ratchet and Clank Rips Apart, and it's just shows like a cartoony style, and it looks amazing. It uses ray trace reflections, I believe, and it is in 4K, and looks amazing. The animated style is awesome, and I'm just really excited to get into that world. I never played a Ratchet and Clank game, so I can't really say that much about it, but it looks awesome. Yeah. Okay, the next game is Hitman 3. Not Eidos Montreal. IO Interactive has been working on the Hitman franchise for a long time, and they've been coming out with these Hitman games, Hitman 1, 2, and now 3. Hitman 1 was a very good game, but a lot of people didn't like how they released it in episodes, and you had to buy each episode instead of just buying a full game. But I like Hitman 1. I'm playing it right now. I'm only at the first level, I think. I'm at the Paris level after you get all the training and everything. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm excited to see the rest of the games and just play through that and see all the different ways you can take out your targets and just play it and just have a really good time with that game. A lot of people were looking forward to the next game. The next game is Demon's Souls Remake. This game is being worked on by Bluepoint. And Bluepoint is the ones that did a lot of different remakes and remasters. One that comes to mind right now is the Uncharted one, and the Uncharted Collection 1 through 3, and that was amazing. They just really built up those games, and made them look a lot better. And they said that they're bringing Demon's Souls from the ground up and trying to really make the graphics look amazing and kind of be a showcase title, kind of like the Cars titles, and what could be done with the PlayStation 5. And I'm just really excited to see the graphics, because I never played a Demon's Souls. I haven't played a Demon's Souls game, or I haven't played any of the kind of Bloodborne type style of games, so I'm very excited to see how that works out for them, and I'm very excited for that. And then And then the next game that I wanted to talk about was the Sackboy game, Little Big Planet, kind of branch off title from, I forget the developers that are working on this, but it looks really incredible, and I'm excited to see how they kind of evolutionize that kind of like style of game. And it's kind of like it's like a 3D platformer. It's a 3D platformer, and it looks really good so far. I haven't really heard much about the Little Big Planet games, but I am excited to see how they kind of evolutionize what I already said, but kind of change the formula of those games, and to see how they kind of work on them. The next game is Resident Evil. Resident Evil was, I didn't know what the game was. Of the game just looks absolutely beautiful. That's for all the games I'm talking about. The next game is Deathloop. I was trying to explain this game in my last video, but Deathloop is basically a game where two assassins are sent to kill each other, and it kind of repeats over and over and over again every time the character dies. And I want to see more from this game because it just looks beautiful. It's from Arcane Studios, the people that made the Prey game and also the Dishonored games, and it looks absolutely amazing. I just love the aesthetic of this game, and it's just looking so amazing right now. And I'm just ready to see the rest of this game and see it come out in, I think, 2021. I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that. But the next game was from Tango Gameworks, I believe. It's called Ghostwire Tokyo, and it's basically a raptured Japan, and all these people in Japan kind of go missing, and disappear all over Japan, and there's people left behind. It's kind of creepy, and there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this trailer, and I'm just very excited to see this. This is the people that made what is the game called? I think Evil Within. These are the people that made the Evil Within game, and kind of at Bethesda conference, I think 2019 or 2018, they were showing off a trailer originally, and it had a very funny reaction from the developer of the game, but that developer has since left the project, and I'm very interested to see how this game continues to be developed and eventually gets released. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it, but it looks pretty interesting overall. And last but not least on my list, there's a couple other games like Gran Turismo and a space game. I'll show clips about those, and they look very good, but I don't know if they're exactly my style of game. But the last game is Horizon 2, the Forbidden West, I believe it's called. Horizon 2, the Forbidden West. Horizon 2, the Forbidden West looks like it's going to expand on the Horizon games, and it looks so beautiful and amazing what they're going to be able to complete with this game. And I think they're just going to expand the world, and you're going to be able to go underwater, and Aloy has this breathing apparatus or something like that, and it looks pretty amazing. The developers, Guerrilla Games, have made a new engine, and it looks amazing. It was powering Death Stranding. A lot of people don't like that game, but I haven't played that game, but Death Stranding looks beautiful, Horizon looks beautiful, and Killzone Shadowfall, I think looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm excited to see how they kind of revolutionize their engine and continue to make a better and better game. I just hope, and I really hope, that you'll be able to fly in that game on, like, you'll be able to like control like a stormbird or something like that. That would be absolutely amazing. I would just be so excited if you could do that. I'm just so excited for that game. We saw Silence again in the trailer. He wasn't doing anything too mischievous, but we'll see what they do have for us. And I think it's a launch game, but they didn't. I don't think they said that. But it's another exclusive game to coming to PlayStation, and I feel like Xbox was in a good place before this, but I don't know. I don't know if Xbox can catch up with the sheer amount of games that PlayStation. Alright, let's get back to what I was saying, because I was saying that I don't know if Xbox can compare to what PlayStation has in the sheer amount of games that they have. For some reason my camera shut off, but I do believe that Xbox has all these like really cool kind of studios that they've been buying for the past past several years. They bought a lot of different studios. I can't really name them right now, but I think they bought Obsidian. They bought the people that made, I don't know right now. I can't really think of them right now, but they bought a lot of studios. That's kind of the main thing. They bought a lot of studios, but are we going to see those kind of like the roots and the kind of fruit of that labor right now? I don't know. I'm not like a PlayStation fanboy or anything like that. I love games. That's it. I don't really have any allegiance to any game, to any like console maker or like PC or Nintendo Switch or anything like that. I just go where the games are, and if I see a game that I really, really love, I go there. And what PlayStation has shown me and millions of gamers that saw this today is that they have a extreme focus on the games, and to make that experience as easy and simple and just the best place to play games. That SSD is going to be amazing for kind of being able to get into games as soon as possible, and a lot of different things like fast travel become super seamless, and actually become fast travel. We'll be able to get kind of rid of a lot of things that kind of break up game development. Like when you walk between like a crevice in a game, you won't have to do that because the console will be able to stream in a lot more stuff. I was watching a Linus Tech Tip video. He's an amazing creator. He has a great team and everything. They focus their channel on technology, and that YouTube. And he kind of was talking about how the SSD might not be as good as PlayStation was saying, but he came back to say that the PlayStation architecture is the reason why the SSD is so fast. The SSD isn't the only thing that is fast, but the connection between the CPU, which is the compute unit, and the SSD is kind of working together in such a way that it makes a lot faster than modern day SSDs. And that's why it's so fast, and that's why it's so revolutionary. And Xbox doesn't necessarily have that. They have the horsepower, they have this console that is going to be super fast, and you'll be able to, not super fast, but super powerful in the raw sense of the word. They have more teraflops, and a lot of people have been saying that as a point of contention for PlayStation, because they don't have as many teraflops, and it's like a 3 teraflop difference, and they're like, oh, this is such a big deal and everything like that. Yes, Xbox might be able to do 8K and 30 FPS or something like that, but that's not necessarily that big of a deal, because most people, for the 5 years that these consoles may be around, or 7 years or 8 years, most people won't have 8K TVs, because 8K TVs aren't that big of a difference between 4K TVs. That the kind of what you can see with your eye, I'm not going to say you can't see 8K, but the representation and the difference is kind of a low amount when you can buy a 4K TV for $400 and you can only buy a 8K TV for $5,000, for $4,000 right now. So it's not really a good buy for most consumers. So PlayStation 5 has shown us something amazing this generation, and this is going to be a high bar for Xbox to climb. But I believe that Xbox, if they just extremely focus on games in their next conference, if they only focus on first-party games and show off a good amount of third-party games, they could do something really amazing. I just want to see competition in this space, and I want to see something amazing. One last thing is that PlayStation 5's design was shown, and it looked very interesting. It was very sleek, but also it did something very kind of abstract, and it was a lot different than most console designs, which is just like a brick, or with Xbox kind of a rectangle with this monolithic design. It's a lot different than the Xbox Series X. And I do like the Xbox Series X, and I do like the PlayStation 5, because the PlayStation 5 looks different, and I like different, and I'm just excited to see this console in my actual hands, because I'm guessing right now that I'm probably going to buy a PlayStation 5 first instead of the Xbox Series X. That can change between this time and November, 22nd or something around that. So I'm very excited to see what's going to happen with these consoles, and I hope that you stick with me and just keep watching my videos as I make more videos about gaming and movies and technology all around us. So keep to my channel. My name is Dylan Stewart, and I love that you stopped by. Thank you so much. And think, what is this console going to cost? Is it going to be $400, $500, $600? I don't know. I believe it's going to be $400 because, no, I believe it's going to be $500, and I think the Xbox Series X could be $400, and the PlayStation 5 could be $500. I don't think it's going to go to $600. Maybe a $600 console will be like a 2 terabyte or something. I'm just going to ramble now, so I'm just going to stop this video. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Stay safe.